It's a first for East Yorkshire, as I mentioned before, and it's coming to Hull this weekend. It's competitive roller skating. Actually, it's not competitive roller skating at all, because we've just been talking about it. It's apparently a fast-growing sport. Tomorrow, I was going to say a local derby. I suppose it's local-ish. The Hull's Angels Roller Dames are taking on the Bruising Bandits of Halifax at the Bonus Arena on Walton Street in Hull. Here to explain more, Abby Nottingham, who's a member of the team, and also Benny, who's the coach. It's great to see you. Good morning to you both.
Hello.
Benny, just explain what this game is all about. It's called Roller Derby.
Roller Derby, yeah.
Okay.
As I said, you have 2 teams of 5, and you have four blockers who try and stop the jammer, who's the extra one to make up the 5. And the jammer is the point scorer. For every person she passes on her second, third, fourth, etc. pass, then she scores a point, and the blockers are there to try and stop her from doing that.
So the aim of the game is, or the match, is to get from one end of the pitch, the field, the arena to the other?
Oval track.
It's an oval track.
So round and round anti-clockwise.
Right.
And it goes in what we call jams, and jams can last either up to 2 minutes or if the lead jammer calls it off. And it's full contact, and it's mainly all female, although there are male leagues upcoming at the moment. But it's shoulders and hips, so it's not as brutal as it sounds when you
can't grab someone by the neck and slam them into the side.
There's no headbutting or anything like that.
Headbutting.
Okay, all right. And Abby, why did you get involved?
Well, cliche, but there's a movie called Whip It, which is basically about roller derby. It's how a lot of people heard about it. And I saw that, and I thought it was ace, and I was like, oh, I wish I could do that. I wish there was something like that in the UK. Lo and behold, a few weeks later, I went on sort of like an arty type course, and I met someone who said that she did roller derby in Hull, which I couldn't believe that it was here in my city. And she invited me along, so I went along, played it with her, and I've never looked back. It's amazing. It's the best thing I've ever done.
It sounds like the most violent thing in the world.
But it's so much fun. You get such a rush playing it, and the thing is, you don't feel the hits. Once you start playing, you get a rush of adrenaline, and all you're thinking about is scoring the most points or stopping the jammer getting through. You don't think about the pain.
Do you wear any form of body armour, or, pads like they do in American football?
Yeah,
or something?
there is protective pads. We have knee pads, elbow pads, wrist guards, and helmet.
Okay.
And you learn to fall. Oh, and mouth guard, obviously.
Well,
my coach is reminding me. You learn to fall on your pads, so you do knee falls, that sort of thing. So falling over it's not a big deal. It's recovering that's important.
I tell you what, Benny, it sounds like a fascinating sport to watch.
Yes.
Because it's so fast moving.
Yes, definitely. It can be. It can be very, very tactical as well. With it being so complicated, you tend to, especially in England, you have like demonstration jams to explain to the crowd how it works, and then you have announcers who will announce consistently throughout the bout what's happening and why someone did what they did, or what's happening, why the refs called a certain thing out. We're very proud to be putting it on in Hull and pulling it all together. From the friends we've made in the Derby community over the past 18 months, we've been together and been doing this. It's all almost a little bit surreal that it's all happening and it's going to be here on Sunday.
Exciting for you, and I guess Abby also. If you met someone who was already doing roller derby in Hull, to have a team here and play here must be great.
Yes, it is, definitely. And there's a real sense of community about roller derby as well. Once you start playing it, you get to know everyone so well. You do have a sort of like clan feel to you. Like we go out on nights out together, and like you just get to know your other skaters.
You wouldn't argue with you girls on a night out, would you? Really? You beat the living daylights out of each other on the track, and then you go out for a drink. You wouldn't argue with you, would you?
Probably not. Looking around, it's sort of, if you're on a night out, you're like, this is probably the only night out where every girl here will be drinking pints.
Yeah, I was going to say, you mentioned a sense of community. I think it's a sense of violence. It's great fun, a good sport to watch, Benny. How long have you been involved with it?
I was involved from January last year.
And why did you want to get involved? Because you're saying predominantly it's a ladies' thing. So you're obviously the coach. What part do you play?
I set up the drills.
Right.
When people come and join us, I'm part of a training committee who ensure that people say it's safety first before anything. Yeah. So we show them the kit and then the proper way to falls and things like that. There's minimum skills requirements before you can play other teams, be involved in playing other teams, things like that. I was invited to come along with the idea of coaching because there was a group of girls get together who wanted to start a roller derby team. That they didn't have a coach. They all wanted to get it together. When I came and saw them, there was just such a feeling about them that they just wanted to get it together. I just took it straight away, and they've been very, very patient with me because I couldn't skate to begin with. So I had to learn to skate with them as well as learning how to coach them and things like that. But it's all a massive, massive learning curve. And as Abby says, there's a real sense of you get bitten after a while of what we call the derby bug, and it just ends up becoming your second family.
Sounds amazing. It sounds great fun. Now, what are these? What are they called? The Bruising Bandits of Halifax.
Bruising Banditas.
Bruising Banditas. What are they like? What's going to be the competition?
They're similar level to us, aren't they? This is their first open bout as well. I think they've had a few closed ones with other teams, but this is the first time the public can come and see both Hull and Banditas. We had one in Newcastle a couple of weeks ago, which was a real eye opener for us.
Yeah. You excited about it, Abby? You must be.
It's very exciting. Well, it's our Hull's first open bout, so
yeah.
We're making
Do you not worry about breaking parts of your body? Like arms or necks? It doesn't
happen as often as you think. And like Ben
says,
that's
good,
safety first. It's safety first. You learn how to fall. As long as you're careful, as long as you are as careful as you can be, then it's unlikely. And if you do, then, I don't know. I always think, at least you've done it doing something fun. You can't hold yourself back.
You get up and you give St John Ambulance something to do, yeah, I suppose so. What time does it start tomorrow?
It starts at...
Doors open at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Tomorrow at the Bonus Arena on Wilson.
There's two bouts going on.
Yeah.
There's a men's team, the Sheffield men's team versus the Lincoln men's team. It's the Inhuman League versus Rolling Thunder. And then the main event is the girls.
Delicate names. How long does each bout last then?
2 halves of half an hour with about 15 minutes in between.
Okay, so people turn up 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Just before then, plenty of viewing space there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
Bonus arena, lovely venue.
Good luck with this. Stay safe, yes. knowing that, why would you possibly stay safe when you do something like that? What a pleasure to meet you both. Thank you very much indeed.
All right,
nice to hear you. And the best of luck as well. You know, you're going up a league. There's a league, presumably.
Soon. It's still early. Someone trying to get it together.
Well, it's been a good week for Hull so far. Who knows? The team might do well as well. All right, thank you both very much indeed. Abby and Benny from the Hull's Angels Roller Dames taking on the Banditos of Halifax tomorrow. Bonus Arena, you need to get there just before 1. 2 bouts, but the one we're really interested in is the Hull-based one. Good luck to them.